Well, welcome to my channel, Angels of Enlightenment. Please like, subscribe, share, comment. Also, please press the notification button so each time I post, you will get notified. Also, check me out my other platforms, my Telegram, my YouTube, my Rumble, and here on YouTube. Well. Hold on, guys, because it's kind of irritating at the moment. I'll be back with you in just a second. I don't know. I've been sitting in my office for a while in my studio, and I don't know, I was just throwing some cards and something told me to take the Bible out. I was like, okay, pretty interesting. So it's pretty interesting. And so I don't know who this message is for or what you guys need or whatever, but I heard to go on live. And it's going on 1 o'clock in the morning. I really don't come on this late. As I said that, it's 111. So whoever you are out there, I don't know. Hopefully this helps. But all I was told was to come on and to read this certain passage. I'm not going to read all of it. I'm going to read what I'm called to read, and then I'm out of here. Because I got to get ready for bed. But I was asked to come on. So I was like, let's see what this is about. So we're going to find out. As it says, 144. So it's Psalm 78. It says, Lessons from Israel's Past, which is pretty interesting on what's going on in the world today. Alright, so I'm going to read some of it. And this is going to be very interesting. It says, My people, hear my instructions. Listen to the words from my mouth. I will declare wise sayings. I will speak mysterious from the past. Things we have heard and known, and that our fathers have passed down to us. We will not hide them from their children, but will tell a future generation the praiseworthy acts of the Lord, his might, and the wondrous works of his performed. He established a testimony in Jacob and set up a law in Israel, which he commanded our fathers to teach to their children, so that a future generation, children yet to be born, might know. They were to rise and tell their children, so that they might put their confidence in God and not forget God's works, but keep his commands. Then they will not be like their fathers, a stubborn and rebellious generation. Interesting that God wanted me to read this specific passage this evening because I work in the mental health field. And I see how many children have no fathers. Pretty much all my caseload, most of them are fatherless and motherless. It's crazy because I've been on both of the fences, both of the sides of that coin. So that's why I work in the field that I work in with kids, because I know how it is not to have a father. I know how it is not to have a mother. And it's so crazy because this passage correlates with like what I've been witnessing on the other side of the coin, but also myself. And not adding and like not feeling pity or being victimized or whatever the case may be. It's giving these children something to look forward to. As I said, that's 441. We have so many children that are so damaged, so messed up. And it's just sad. And it's pretty interesting that God wanted me to read Psalm 78 specifically this evening. And the words that are written. So I'm going to finish verse 8. Then they will not be like their fathers, a stubborn and rebellious generation, a generation whose hearts was not loyal, and those spirits was not faithful to God. Look at what's going on with this generation. Have you noticed, like, this generation's so lost? Children having children. The shenanigans. It's just crazy. So yeah, if you can, you could read Psalms 78, the whole passage. It goes straight through till verse 72. He shepherded them with a pure heart and guided them with his skillful hands. Interesting. They want me to read 70. So it says, he chose David, his servant, and took him from the sheep's pens. He brought him from tending eels to he shepherd over his people's Jacob, over Israel, his inheritance. So after the live, I'm going to actually read the rest of this passage, which I don't want to just like do that between God and I. And also get the message and soak in the message, especially from the things that you see in life and what these children go through mentally, emotionally. It's more mentally and emotionally than anything else. It's pretty wild. I'll tell you that. So yeah, like I was sitting today in my office and I was like, it's crazy when, you go into work, there's something always happening, especially in the mental health field. It's kind of like, going to the doctors. But at least, you go to doctors, get treated, and then go home. We can't do that. That's not how that works. We do therapy with these children, and we just give them an outlet to smile again. And it's just so pretty interesting. Like, it's the only thing that I really don't like about my job is like the paperwork, because there's like if something happens, like you have to report it. It's just like a whole. It's just, and it's heartbreaking because it just is. Like if you was on the other shoe, you would understand. Especially when you know these kids have disabilities. Most of my caseloads are children that are autistic, and some of them are nonverbal. So the nonverbals are a little complicated because I don't know sign language, and they don't know sign language. So it gets a little challenging, especially when you're getting frustrated yourself, trying to like help them as best as you can, and the only thing you can do is just like speak and then tell them to nod or to do hand gestures. So there's always communication, but I just like you just want to do more, and you have to sit back and be like, wow, I can't do more. I can only do what I can do. So even though the paperwork sucks, but it's the rewards that you see. And there's been a few children that I've graduated out of the program that I'm so proud of. They're being so successful. Like you get them when they don't, when they're, when a child goes through trauma, they don't talk to anybody. It's hard for them to interact. It's hard for them to, especially when they go through some really, really things that, let's just say, I don't wish on any child at all. And you see them grow and evolve and heal and use tools that you provide for them to succeed, hopefully. And the ones that I've graduated out of my program, they're into sports. They're talking to people. They're engaging more in like chess clubs and sports, track. And it's like, wow, the impact and the difference that you do make in a child's life, even though life is crazy and chaotic, but the rewards from doing your job and also helping that child open up, be successful, and know that they're not alone and that they have an outlet. So it's pretty interesting. I don't know. I'm just rambling. I was just told to come on, and if the message hit, the message hit. If it didn't, it didn't, you know. If it applied. If it didn't, let it fly. That's all I gotta say. So, yeah, I'm getting ready for bed. I have a long day. I got kids and paperwork as always, you know. So yeah, I'm going to read the rest of this passage this evening, and hopefully you guys read the rest of it, and hopefully you guys get something out of what you read, and hopefully whatever situation that you're going through, it can help you resolve and put some pieces together that you need or that you've been seeking. Because it's so weird, because like I'll be like going through some really, really hard times, and then I'm like, you know what, I'll sit in my studio, this is my YouTube studio, at my office, and I'll take out the Bible, and this is my specific one. You see, like it just has like a whole bunch, and I'll just sit here and I'll just open, and I'll talk to God first, and then I'll open my Bible and I'll be like, oh wow, that hit. You know what I mean? Especially when you're going through, when you don't have anyone to talk to, you don't have that outlet yourself. So this is my outlet. Meditation is my outlet. Music is my outlet. My kids are my outlet. So always find an outlet that helps you, especially when you're doing everything on your own. So always just take out time for yourself, but for God. Always put God first, and you'll see miracles all the time. See, the black sheep ain't no black sheep no more. You know, God always has our backs, you know, since we were children. And he's not going to abandon you now. Just because you're confused or you don't see a direction. Maybe we're not meant to at the moment. Maybe we're just meant to go through the storm that we're meant to go through to come out stronger, wiser, evolved in the situation, whatever that may be to you, as we're all going through our own personal growth, and as well we're going through retrograde season. So what we're there, we have 4 planets in retrograde, and the energy is intense for some. I'm a retrograde baby, so it doesn't affect me as much, but I can feel everybody else's energy, and it's really intense. And the interactions that you have with individuals on the streets is like, what the heck is going on? Like, I just want to go home. You know what I mean? So, some people could deal with the energy, some people can't, and just focus on God. Don't focus on anybody else, not Instagram, TikTok, freaking whatever you guys do. And I'm not here to criticize, but if you guys can minimize apps, you can see how your life will improve. Because remember, energy is everything. And I'm just saying. Just letting you know. But God bless you. Have a great evening. And I will catch you in the next live. Well, please like, subscribe, share, comment. Also, please press the notification button so you send a post. You'll get notified. Also, check me out on my other platforms. My Telegram, my YouTube, my Rumble, and here on YouTube. God bless you all. Have a great evening. And I don't know. I'll catch you guys soon. I don't know. Whenever that may be. I just come on told, and it's just my job. Just doing what I'm told. So have a great evening. Hopefully the message hit. If it didn't, it didn't. If it did, it did. Good evening.